Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Kevin Shed channel. So yeah, I'm sitting in a car, I'm not in my shed, and the reason for that is because I think I previously said I was going to get an electric car, and I said it was going to be MG ZS EV, and I'm sitting here in a Zoe. And the reason I'm sitting in a Zoe is because my old Scenic died. We were running around half the time on 3 cylinders. It wasn't worth anything. So as the guy at the scrapyard said, he was going to fold it. And yeah, so it's going to be well and truly folded by now. So I've had this Zoe a couple of weeks. We've got it on monthly subscription from a company called Onto. And so I just wanted to talk about what it's like to drive, because I'm not a car reviewer or anything like that. I'm actually not that great at driving, to tell the truth. So yeah, do I like driving an EV? Because this is like my first time, and I've been at it for 2 weeks now, so I've got used to it. And I have to say, it is fantastic. And I'm not saying that just because I'm some sort of, I've got some religious view about electric cars, but as I said, I'm not a great driver. I'm not missing the gear stick and clutch at all. Not one bit. And what's nice is I have previously driven automatic cars, and it's even better than that, because with an automatic car you can feel it change gear, and sometimes you can put your foot down, you want to pull out and overtake, and it's doing the gear changing for you. So you have that little anxiety. There's the same anxiety that you might stall your car at the lights, or will it pull away now, etc., that you have with your gear and clutch if you've got the right place in the bite, and all that bollocks that you really don't want to be dealing with if you're a bad driver like me. So yeah, the anxiety I always had with my automatic was you pull out and to overtake somebody, and will it go? Or will it start changing gears when you don't really want it to? You just want it to start accelerating. So, yeah, this doesn't have that at all. If anything, I would say I'm driving less like an old granddad than I used to, because I know if I'm pulling out and I can see someone coming a way off, I can just pull out and it's going to go. I can put my foot down, it's got a bit more speed, and there's no I have to change gear, I have to do this, I have to watch where nothing. You're purely interested. You've got your hands on the steering wheel and you put your foot on the pedal and you go in. And I like the regen. I'm used to it. The first time I drove it, yeah, I wasn't used to. So my old car was 12 years old, and it had quite a spongy brake. And the first time I put my foot on the brake on this, my eyeballs almost shot out of my head. But yeah, I think I'm mainly used to that now. That I have to be careful with the brake, but I think that would be true of any new car. But yeah, acceleration on it's a Zoe. I think it's 0 to 60 in 9 seconds, which is faster than anything I've had, because I've mainly had diesels. Yeah, I love it. And I was driving today and I realised there's a petrol station. I don't care about petrol stations. I'm not going into petrol stations anymore. We've charged it twice now. The deal I've got is that if I use a BP, Shell, or InstaVolt, yeah, that's it. I can charge it for free as long as I don't do over 1,000 miles. So and there's one. It's probably walking distance is about 20 minutes walk from my house. I can't remember what brand it is, but it belongs to Shell anyway. So and I can park it there, put it on charge. I think it was down when we charged it on Saturday. It was down to 70 miles, and we went shopping, came back. And this has got a range of 232, and it was up to 100% when we came back. So yeah, so convenient. I don't have to look, and eventually I will be able to charge it home. But I'm gonna, while I've got this, until the car I've ordered arrives, because I do have my MG EV on order, but I don't know when it's coming. Yeah, so as an introduction to electric car, this Zoe's lovely. And when I was, I've got this from Onto, who do this monthly subscription thing. And when I was looking at the cars, this was the cheapest car that they had, and it's got this range of 232 miles. So the full model, this is a GT Line Plus or something like that, Zoe GT Line Plus. And oh, my battery's just saying the battery's gone to standby mode because I've been sitting here for so long. Anyway, it's got this 233 mile range, and then everything that was a bit more expensive had shorter ranges, and some of them were smaller cars like the Fiat 500. And I'm not brand conscious at all, so yeah, I went, yeah, I'm having the cheapest, and it's got more range than the slightly more expensive ones. If you wanted more range than I've got now, you were talking a lot more expensive. You were talking Kia e-Niro, so you're talking 100, 150. Teslas like £1,200 or something ridiculous. So yeah, this is that sweet spot where it's the cheapest car, but it's got a decent range, and you can see it going up and down, you know, as you're driving it. So I've got 176 miles on it at the moment, and oh look, there's a Hyundai Ioniq 5 just driving by me. Ooh, nice. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really happy with this. It drives so nice, and I said, I'm not, you know, I'm not the kind of person that can really tell you what's good and bad, you know, whether all that bollocks that these reviewers do. I can't do all that, but I like driving this, I can tell you that. And it's just that lack of anxiety. I can pull out, turn in when I want, when I feel like, how can I say this? The window for me doing that is bigger than it used to be, because I'd be more worried about, you know, will the car pull the right, or etc., etc. Especially for the last couple of months, where, you know, 3 cylinders sometimes. Yeah. So if you have anxiety about buying an electric car, all I can say is my impressions are all good. I love it. I'm looking forward to getting to my MG ZS, which is slightly faster, bigger. The thing that I'm missing from this car compared to my Scenic is this has got no cubby holes, none at all. You've got like a glove box and a little cubby hole above it. So in the Scenic you had like little cubby holes under the floor, there were little drawers under the seats, all sorts of things, bigger pockets. You know, only one of the front seats has a little flap on the back to put things in. Yeah, it seems to be very lacking in this car, but it is what it is. This is supposed to be a cheap car, and yeah, there's some bits about it that do feel like a cheap car. You slam the door and it feels a bit dinky, but yeah, I'm happy. It's nice to drive, and that's me happy, because as I said, I'm not the happiest driver, and I wouldn't do this talk what I'm doing now while I'm driving, because I'd probably crash it, to tell the truth. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little rant about driving an electric car. I will do some, while I've got this Zoe, I will do some more videos about the Zoe and how the bits and pieces work as I work them out a bit more. Even when I went to charge it for the first time, it was a bit of a kerfuffle doing it, and I tried to see, is there anybody telling you how to do this? And no, nobody's telling you how to charge it the first time you go and do it. So yeah, it was just some of the little bits. If you don't exactly know how to do it, it's a bit awkward. So yeah, and I might do one on the company that I've used to hire this from, and how that went. So thank you for watching this, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Bye.